NBA after a strong showing in the bubble for the Suns when they went in.
This is about to be an interesting segment here. Billy here has been doing his homework and some research, and he found some things that we were talking about, some incriminating evidence here against one Miss Phaedra. This is Keisha, your account it's good. You don't have to worry about anything. We sweeped it. Everything is good. Such a sweetheart.
Thank you.
She purged a lot of stuff before the show.
Phaedra. Yeah, I noticed that Phaedra was trying to clean her image up today with those Bible posts today, just because she was coming on the show, makes it look like she's, very nice and sweet. Don't get me wrong, she is, but on Facebook, she. That's here and there. We have two queens and one truth in the studio with us, and Voss said he's checked out the show, he likes it. I guess what's the meaning behind the show? How did you ladies come up with this show?
Our story, our life, just having moments of like, oh dang, I shouldn't have done that. Lessons that we've learned and we could relate. We had our stories are very similar, so we thought that we talk about it, and bring it to other people's attention for the most part. Yeah.
I'm not a savage. But yes, back to what I call her twin. This is how I will refer to her during the show. I don't call her Keish, but we've always had that connection. We call each other twin. Yeah. Yes. How it started, oh my God, is it that bad? How it started between her and I are the paths that we were on. So that's how, and then it became where we felt like she said, that we need to talk about this. Because if this is what we're going through in our life as far as our journey, I know that someone else is probably going through it too. So if we can, and not only that, but we were studying a lot. Yeah. So it's not just what we think and how we feel. It's not about that. It's about, again, truth. And leading people to that.
Oh, okay.
Did you have something you wanted to ask?
No. I think just to follow up on that, you said the truth. So is it y'all's truth? Because you said you studied up on things. So did you guys talk to other people about it to be able to have content for your show, or is it just you two, y'all's truth?
Truth as in principle, something that can't be debated, something that is in China, is in US, is in Germany, it stands. So principle. Facts change. Facts change.
So how come principles don't change?
Because A is A in China, A is A here. The Statue of Liberty.
Those are facts.
No, that's a principle.
How's that a principle?
But because principles don't change. How long has A been A?
You have to explain that. That's a fact, though.
No, but that's meaning a principle is a principle, meaning it's something you can stand on. Correct. Meaning it is what it is. Here, I'm at 2:00 in the morning, it's a principle. At 12:00 in the afternoon, it's the same as in principle. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
It's not about truth, meaning light skinned men are this. That's not truth. You get what I'm saying?
Okay,
that's
give
my
me an
fact.
example of principle.
Oh man.
Because everybody has different principles.
No, I know. But to stand on principle as in again truth, and I'm trying to figure out a way how to break that down that it could be more understood.
An example, here's the truth that we talked about previously that we haven't posted, but no sex before marriage. That's a
principle.
It's a
principle. Meaning if you break that principle, it's a principle. And meaning if you break that principle, there are consequences. Man. You get what and I'm not talking about no emotional or STD or pregnancy. I mean consequences. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Period. If you break that principle, that's a principle. Something you can stand on. Something that it breaks you, you don't break it.
Right.
Did you have something you want to add to that, Mr. Henson?
Hell no. Back to y'all.
Go ahead. You want to let them take this one?
That was good.
That's interesting.
You
See
how we do this?
I see how this magic is working. I see the chemistry here that's going on.
Great. I swear I love it.
Okay,
so does it when you said it doesn't You don't break the principle breaks you.
For example,
So explain that one to me.
premarital sex
Yeah.
is what I decided to have. I got pregnant at 16. I had my son at 17. The hardship, I broke that principle. I broke that principle. So therefore, my life had to be harder than what it was intended to be.
Right.
Now, if I didn't break my son is now 17. He has not broken that principle. He is going to have a different life.
Right.
Okay.
It breaks you. You don't break it. It's sitting there. It's just fine. It's like, hey, you decided to have sex. No, hey, that's your choice.
I like that.
So there has to be a result of the principle being broken.
Yeah.
Consequence.
Yeah.
So there has to be a consequence. So what if there's no consequence for a principle being broken?
There is.
So you said you said for the people that have had premarital sex but haven't gotten pregnant.
Soul
or
ties. You
whatever the
ties.
you cannot
Soul
avoid
tie, what's
that.
that mean?
What?
Ooh, define that.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay.
I gotta
Oh
hear
my
this
goodness! Every time we are spirits. Number one, we are living. We are spirits. We are living in these bodies. These are
Yes.
shells.
Yes.
We are spirits. So we are having spiritual interactions daily. And yes, so if we are on the most intimate level that you can be with the person, how are you not
gonna
exchanging? If we are spirit,
Right.
how can you not exchange that? Now, building bonds is something different. That's what we've done. That's
Yeah.
that's 3 years of time. But intimacy of what that is,
Man.
how is that not a soul tie?
So you think it can only be a principle and can be broken only if premarital sex, and then there's something that has to happen after that. So what if those two spirits are still intertwined together?
They always are.
But
Meaning,
why is the principle broken then?
because the original principle is no sex before marriage.
Says who? Because the only
It's
principle
What's
just-
the Bible?
is the Bible.
PC.
Yeah, it's a man-written thing. So I've always questioned.
But meaning, okay, man-written thing as in what someone, as far as we have no, I guess you could say knowing of who and this and then this. Principle meaning this is what happens. It has nothing to do with man-made or God thing, meaning if you break this principle, one of these things is going to happen. Pregnancy, STD, this, meaning your life is going to be altered and changed principle. Not as a standard of I believe in God, you don't, you're atheist, I'm not. If you break this principle, these are the things that will happen. Not no can, what if, they will. And
So-
not no STD, pregnancy. I'm talking about things that are deeper than that. Emotional soul ties that don't have to happen. You're being, you know what I mean? Like that's why have that life if I don't have to? Why be emotional, or why be drained? Why have something alter my day? Why be connected to someone that I shouldn't be connected to?
But I think that's called life lessons and growth.
Yeah, but why continue to break a principle?
But everyone has a path to go down for you to learn from.
Oh, I
Yeah.
understand.
Because if everyone was just perfect, the world would be boring.
No, it's about principle. It's not about me judging. I didn't say I didn't have sex.
Who's that judge?
No. What I'm saying is, again, you mentioned principle, meaning this
Yeah.
is what happens if you break it. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't break it. That's not for me to judge. That's not for me to say if you should break
you
it or
break it,
not.
you break
You
it.
break it, you
But-
break
Okay,
it.
so-
But understand, if you break it, this is what happens.
What establishes principles?
Life does.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Like the one you said about premarital sex.
Yeah.
I get it. That's a biblical moral. But that's not a sense of far as everybody doesn't think that same way. So how can that principle be something that if I don't believe in that principle, but you do, who's to say that who's right or wrong?
Because what we're trying to bring awareness is it's not a biblical thing. It's not even a God thing. It is to us. My reverence for God is very daily and real, but I'm stating a principle, meaning if you do this,
It's
this is
still
what
gonna happen,
this will
whether
happen.
you like
Whether
it
you
or
believe
not.
in it, whether you believe in God, whether you believe you should
It's
do
still
it, you
gonna
shouldn't.
happen.
That's what
You're
it is.
still going to intertwine with that person.
Making
You-
soul ties,
making soul
being
time with that
connected.
person. Emotionally connected. I mean, even if
Women
let's say
sometimes
y'all,
make bad
y'all,
decisions.
Y'all
Yeah,
in
they do.
y'all relationship.
You know what
on
I'm
good
saying? Like,
terms, but you focus
men
on somebody
sometimes
else,
get
you still
emotional.
in the back of your mind gonna have that other person with you.
Excuse me, I want to tap on something
Yeah,
here.
please do.
Another
He's going there.
point
He's
that
going
comes
there.
across my Facebook from Miss. I'm actually glad you brought that up because that was going to be one of my points tonight. You like to make a point on Facebook that, and we're talking with two queens, one true,
Yes.
Miss Keisha
Yes.
and Miss Phaedra.
Man, why you got to do that after my name? You know what I mean?
Don't worry. Even Billy's seen it. Billy's seen. He's seen.
He's seen the scriptures. I know he didn't.
Yeah, I saw that first.
I know he saw
Well,
that.
no, what
God is good all the time.
What Billy has seen is the real you over here.
got
He's
past that.
seen
Dang,
he's seen
nigga.
it. Oh, boss, you don't even want to see this.
Yeah, 3:15 in the parking lot.
I'm gonna even ashamed to show you these posts. But you like to allude to men being sensitive
They
on your Facebook, your social media. Can you tell the people, for the fellas at home, what do you mean by sensitive? And because some of it I agree with you. I've already said on the show, sometimes grown men act like bitches a lot.
But she had referenced light skinned guys, so
Well, she's not talking all
Leave
men
the
in general.
chocolate brothers
light-skinned
out,
guys,
okay?
not-
But this
not
this-
us pecan brown
Okay,
guys. sir,
okay.
not
But
us
this in
pecan brown
Facebook, she's
guys.
in general. She's talking about all men in general. Apparently, she
Oh,
she speaks on some of her situations, but she says men are sensitive and what?
Straighten up my mic.
I
Where I
thought-
can look
I
it
thought
up.
I said light skinned men.
Well, I don't know. You say
Sometimes.
But sometimes,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
mine,
sometimes.
Her personal experiences
Mine
are
is
light-skinned.
light-skinned.
Now, Miss Keith,
Yes.
what have your experiences been?
Oh.
now you're in there.
she's not at the bottom of the cup either, so she meant that. Now, Miss Phaedra, could you tell what do you mean when you say men are being sensitive? What are they doing that makes them sensitive to you?
Bitch shit. Sorry. Back to you.
I second that. I don't want to say I don't think men should be emotional because y'all gonna take that and run with it. But
No, it just depends
you
on what
shouldn't
kind of
be.
emotion
You
you're
should
talking
not
about.
be in your feelings. I feel like as women, leave that to us.
So-
and I'm not even that woman. I don't do that. But I feel like if I don't do that and you're doing that, it's definitely a turn off. And I mean that as in you didn't answer, or I try to call you, or I sent you a message the other day, or it's like, bro, I'm single. I don't have time. Like I'm not. So when I say emotional, it's built on my single life because I typically masculine energy. I've been told I have.
Oh,
Okay,
So,
so I'll ask you this then.
makes sense.
Because when you say don't be all in your feelings and everything and stuff, a lot of women feel that men are not emotionally attached at all. And
where are these men?
And so, and so therefore, so
So you haven't run across the
Y'all
show?
don't want to meet them.
so what has happened is because the black man, I'm speaking on that particularly, the black man has been trained to not be emotionally in his feelings. They pass that trait down to their kids. And the next male generation.
Well, there should be a
I
balance.
got that order, so I'm
A
good.
balance.
Yeah, I
Should
get
be
I
a
get a balance,
balance.
but when you say don't be emotional in your
What,
feelings,
overly emotional?
what's overly emotional?
It's like I mean, again, in your feelings. It stems from them not having confidence in them. Honestly, you know what I mean? Because if you did, you wouldn't be. I don't want to be rude. Be like sweating.
certain situations, you shouldn't have to react like
Yes.
or
I understand what you're
respond like very emotional. You should be able to think logically about something.
Okay,
You know, as a
then when we
man.
do that,
I don't get upset. I'm
Not
like,
me.
So-
I'm the logical thinker.
okay,
so-
but majority of women we say, yeah,
But I can't speak on the
wasn't shit.
majority.
Yeah, he
We
wasn't
talking
shit.
about what we
That's
want.
exactly
We talking about
where
what we do.
I'm only speaking on me. I
Speaking on
can't
your truth.
Speak on
That
them.
There you
goes
go.
back to the principles.
That's that one truth right there.
Just one.
That's the two ways one truth when we break down more about principles. Okay.
Here's where we get to the nitty gritty with this one here. This is where you also, because I'm in interview mode right now.
This dude also.
You talk a lot on your Facebook about a certain type of male that you are looking for.
Yes.
That
And this
you
brother
will.
got some muscles over here, but yes.
Which
continue.
which one to
You're in the
the
game.
right or to left?
I'm sorry.
Which I didn't know which one.
Oh, I didn't see. He got
Oh,
on the
yeah,
hoodie.
yeah, she didn't see. She didn't see nothing.
Yeah, well, don't worry. He's the athlete in here.
No, he's the athlete. I didn't
Wait.
get paid millions of
I
dollars.
mean, you still playing out there playing softball,
yeah,
baseball at
yeah,
your age,
that's-
sliding and
that's
coming here with
4-year-old
broken
man.
noses
You
and
better
That's true.
slide. You got to slide for real, though?
Yeah, I do slide.
You cut that shit out, man.
Well, I'm trying to
coming
get
here with
to
hurt backs, broke nose,
I'm trying to
and
get
all
to the
kinds
next
of stuff.
base.
Bruh, no, I'm
Fingers over here to the
Hey.
side.
Get a better jump, run fast.
No, I'm fast.
And when you get faster, so you don't have to slide. Ain't
All
like
right.
you're stealing bases. Yeah, I ain't stealing in softball.
No, yeah, we are. We station to station.
Yeah,
They playing.
I can't even hustle.
Playing
coming
for
here,
keeps.
y'all.
Playing for keeps right here.
playing
But,
dodgeball,
I'm trying to-
softball out there.
I'm trying to get rings,
You can dodge this wrench.
but you can't.
Dodge your ball.
All right, go.
Yeah.
Will you ask your question, please?
I don't know. It's pretty entertaining. But yes, Miss Phaedra, you allude to the type of guys that you like. They have to be. They have to be.
Have to.
Have to be fit.
Have to.
And they have to be in the gym.
Have to.
And
that fits her. That's what
Thank
she
you.
does. though.
See?
Yeah.
Thank
And-
you. And he, you know,
And I'm just trying
ain't
to
no
figure out
explaining needed if
what
you
made
get it.
what made you come to this conclusion that this is the only type of male that you want.
Because,
So there's no other guy that can sweep you off your
But
feet.
what kind of woman do you want?
I love all women equally.
So,
All women equally.
man, get that old
And to
interview answer out of here.
To quote my buddy Quincy, I'm an
Yes, here we
international
go.
lover of all women. All women.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hey,
Yeah.
you're the one on trial here.
We're trial.
Not me.
I thought I was here to, you know, talk
Keith
show.
jumped in and
Okay, thank you.
But I like how Keith stepped up on homie. What kind of girl?
Yeah,
yeah.
right. What do you like
Yeah,
that?
twin. Yeah, and
Yes,
there's
twin.
nothing wrong. I'm just
Thank you.
Oh,
there are a lot of guys who are
Pam and Gina over here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tashina and Keisha.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Who am I? Who would I be?
Gina.
Thank you. I'm a chocolate sister. You know I'm chocolate.
No.
Thank
You got the mouth like Pam. That ain't for the chocolate. That's for that mouth.
But that's chocolate.
I
I identify as a chocolate woman.
Oh, okay. That's that light chocolate.
Yeah, I did that.
You want to take them?
No, I'm,
Okay,
I'm,
we'll
I'm
leave
Okay,
that
okay,
one.
go
staying
ahead.
out the way.
So, what made you decide that these are the type of gentlemen that you want?
Because nothing is sexier than self-discipline.
Oh.
Nothing. And I say
Body
this.
says you're self-disciplined?
Yes. Yeah, bro.
Absolutely,
Bro.
so.
Yeah, dog. Woo, boy. Which why I can't get like that. I ain't got this.
Nothing, but it's deeper than that, meaning health-wise, wellness-wise. If I am invested in you and I'm interested in you for the long haul, I want to enjoy life with you.
Right.
Meaning I don't want to be, my mother is 60-something and her husband both are fit and work out. I know what life could be for me in the next 30 years, so why would I not want someone where they're going to be on the same journey? Not only that, but having things in common with someone that I want to be with, working out and having a workout partner is nothing better than that.
Did you say you want to Miss
She
Devil?
so she just told everybody. Her parents are like that. Fellas, her parents are like that. So she wants y'all to get on that same level as her parents. Typically her dad. So I sense a dad vibe.
Or daddy issues?
No,
daddy.
not
No,
issues.
not daddy.
A dad
Like
vibe.
daddy,
Meaning
daddy.
she got meaning she got this like she got this dude in her life.
Yeah.
And so she wants all you idiots out there to line up just like a damn dad, bro. And that's so hard to, I promise you, I'm still trying to fulfill it, but it's so hard to get in that same line with dad, bro. Especially us dudes, like today's dudes versus yesteryear's dudes.
Well, I think that's why you can't worry about trying to be someone else that you're not.
Right.
But she wants you to,
You
she
are,
want,
and
but she wants you to be like
See
that.
those same values in you. She don't want you to be
Yeah,
her dad and see her
right.
dad.
Yeah,
she
but-
wants to see some of those same values and everything. Like she sees her dad as a protector of her mom and her.
Right.
She
So,
wants
but
to see that from
her
guy.
dad will still die for her today,
Correct.
and then she wants to see those same qualities.
That's what I just said.
But
her
you should
new-
have
in her new
those.
dude.
That's
Welcome
just,
to
If they get to that
America.
point, if they get to that point, then yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but I mean,
Wouldn't you want that with your woman?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a
to be
requirement.
like
I'm
my
not
mama, hell,
I'm not
no.
picky. I'm good.
Well, no, your mama. Oh.
She let me stay out until but no, like I mean, like
cutting up.
like dad issues, not issues, dad qualities
Yeah.
is a big trait that we don't identify with that we need to get on board with, and I finally get it at 40. I finally get it. I'm like, damn. Well, if I was trained properly,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
raised,
Yeah.
whatever, then all of a sudden I would have gotten it at 21.
Right.
But because I had to, pretty much learn it on my own,
Yeah.
then I got it. And so, there's the 20-year-old daughter, there's the 18-year-old daughter. So it's like, oh, cool. Now I see through her dad that I need to be the same dad to my kiddos. But
That's real deep, man.
back to y'all.
That's
Love it.
real deep.
Love it.
I was just thinking, she want all that, but she probably won't end up with a dude with all that. He's probably just a
Lies.
regular 9 to 5
I
guy.
will be 60 and single before I end up with not
No
what I
settling.
desire. Not at all. And I say this again, it's about wellness. I've seen my ex-mother-in-law and my ex-in-laws on medication, bags of medication, and
Yeah.
barely getting around. I know both of my ex-mother-in-law and my mother are the same age. They're 2 weeks apart. She passed away last year. So I understand what a a healthy lifestyle can produce. So it's not just about the abs, which I do. That's required. It's not just about the abs and the nice arms and you're great to look at. It's also again about the self-discipline and being well.
Did you want to bring the incriminating evidence up?
Please do.
But she got incriminating evidence.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
Well,
Why you finding that? Okay, Miss Keish, your ideal guy to add to what he asked.
Oh, I mean, I would like for him to, work out, but he doesn't have to be just like bulging with muscles.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to be as intense.
She's
as
more open.
No,
Sagan.
he doesn't have to
She's
be-
more open-minded than
yeah.
certain
He
people
just
in the-
can't be sloppy and all that.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
What if the guy that's the one that treats you with the most
that's always the
affection, the
question.
way he treats you and puts you on the pedestal and everything?
I wouldn't see him.
Because you wouldn't even give him a chance. So see what I'm
Thank
talking
you.
about?
See him,
Thank
be
you.
honest. Come on now, don't
Thank
look at me
you.
like that, because it'd be the same for you
It
guys.
is because physical attraction is the
That's
first thing
number
we grab,
one.
right?
That's
That's
number
it.
one.
Yes,
That's it.
Yeah.
So we're sitting here with two males and one genital. That's like the same shit that we like.
Well, I mean, to her, you know me, I'm not a guy who dates nines or dimes.
I need another
I'm-
damn drink. Here.
I'm
This
out-
is going to get interesting. Hey.
I'm out against nines and dimes, so that's just me personally. But Billy, you had something that was
Oh my
you had a problem with?
Yeah, well, it's not even a problem. I just want to ask
just
you about it.
question.
So
Okay.
I saw that you put up a post.
Damn, who shit that?
It says, it's like, it says, yep.
Gets
and I'm-
worse. Just keep scrolling on that
Oh,
timeline.
yeah. This is just
And
one
this
of
is
them.
after the Bible verses that she posted
That's
today.
after the Bible verse. Yeah.
So I see a post here. It says, "Yep, and I'm gonna be single Valentine's again too, and your mama ugly."
That was a nice
Please.
joke.
You need to know what that's about.
Just jokes, you know.
Who you go in on like that?
It's
It wasn't to anybody.
wasn't geared towards anyone.
No.
Oh, that wasn't to anyone.
No, I
That
never.
was just a post.
No.
Oh,
You had
okay.
another one?
I never.
I'm gonna have to get
It
back.
was
to
just
you.
mood.
unless
You should have just put hashtag mood then. So people
No,
would
those
know.
are just jokes.
Oh, okay.
Singleness is a journey.
So-
It's not something that should be avoided. I've been single now for 3 years. I dated someone serious for maybe like 4 months.
That's not
it-
serious.
That's my point. I'm just giving the situational
That
just
way.
so people can understand. But there's nothing wrong with being single. So these are just jokes. First and foremost, I don't even believe in Valentine's. If you are with me and I'm with you, I'm going to treat you good throughout the calendar year. This is not they told me to treat you nice one day and I'm going to treat you nice. I'm going to treat my man nice all the time.
Every man loves to
So-
hear that.
No, that's my ex-husband can validate that. Ain't no, we'll just
Mine
talk.
too.
Okay.
So-
So you mentioned earlier when you say those are just jokes, and you mentioned about the Foot Locker guy who was joking with you. You didn't know he was joking. You didn't know he was joking.
Well,
Okay.
you guys don't know, but
Well, yeah.
people on my page do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
you
He said he
did.
followed you.
Did okay?
I did.
Okay.
Y'all
no,
sold.
but
you
no,
know?
but
Y'all are
yeah,
intertwined.
we are intertwined.
so, yeah.
But no, most people they laughed at it. Did they not?
I did.
Look at how
I mean, I
many
just
people.
saw it. I thought it
look
might
at
have
the
been
people
at
that
somebody that
people
was,
laugh.
like,
I
joking
don't
with you
ever.
back and
There
forth.
ain't no digs. I don't have that type of time in my life. I'm too driven for that.
I want to speak on that one too,
Please
man,
do.
because I think that's interesting.
I am a comedian.
We gotta bring this stuff. That's why we
Please
got
do.
her.
No,
I mean,
that's
don't
true.
get me wrong. I'm a fan of her accolades, but you know the stuff that she's got here on her Facebook.
No, I just seriously want to know about this because I don't see a lot of women with this real perspective on it. It's, where you say ain't no man supposed to provide for you unless that man is your father or your husband. You know the rest of what you
Oh,
put up
yes.
there. So you just believe in women being completely independent of guys? Is that the message you're driving?
Where are those women at?
Independent of guys.
When you're single.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. I
are-
agree.
No,
but-
I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand when you say single of guy. I'm like, huh? But when I'm one being. I'm not attached to anyone. I'm responsible for me. Emotionally, financially, blah 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 blah. Mentally, and all of that. So
But even here, I mean, it says not your man, not bae or whatever.
Not
So
not
even if
anybody
you're
you
in a
live with.
relationship, you still
No.
feel like okay.
and I say meaning. you are single until you're married.
Okay.
Correct.
I can agree with that.
You are not, and I say that because even engagements get broken off.
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
you know what I mean? Like, if I'm married to you, I have rights, certain rights. I can go to the court. If you're dating someone and you and Boo been living together for 7 years, you
Can't
can't
do
go to the
nothing.
court and do anything.
Sorry, but
Commonwealth, maybe you can get our, whatever this state,
law.
common law.
We in New England, Texas.
Common law as far as Texas, but
Commonwealth.
but other
That's
than that,
some New York shit.
yeah,
She's
East
from-
Coast,
she's
shout
from
out.
Boston.
I am from Boston. But yeah, no, you shouldn't. No.
So where do you think that got lost, like in translation, just like throughout time? Where do you think women just stop
well,
believing in that?
the new generation, from what I understand, and this is just what I see.
Okay.
Not because I have female friends that exude this. This is just what I see.
Sure.
But I see that ladies, or if that's what you want to call them, are going in a different direction of what they value, what their standards are, and what they desire.
Okay.
And it's material things, which do not hold any value, honestly.
No.
So, yes, that's where I think it went wrong. So therefore, you do feel like as a woman nowadays, money equates what, like, I asked a question the other day regarding guys, like, women really ask for money when they meet you?
Oh my God.
I
saw
never,
that.
and I say that because I literally, I've had people that I've
if he
met.
can't pay my bills, I don't want food with him.
Right.
If he can't pay,
But at the
yeah.
same time,
Pay
where
your
did they
bill.
get it from?
Yeah.
what the
Probably mom.
videos,
Get it
and
from
the
that
Videos,
Cardi B,
everything.
Graham.
Cardi
Where
B,
did,
Right.
where did
Yeah,
mom
Cardi
get it
B.
from?
And
Where did
these-
Cardi
these
B
women,
get it from?
that's what I'm
They
saying,
get it
that
from
new
the
rappers.
dudes that's willing to hand it out to them. So
Those
in
are-
real,
yeah,
so
yeah.
both parties are
If
at
it
fault,
ain't
to be
tricking if you
honest
got it,
with you.
remember?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, them dudes. Them
Yeah.
niggas.
We love you.
Yeah.
So the,
Oh, you can have
the
whatever you like.
acronym
Huh?
for that I have is TTBH.
And that is
Talk to be bought.
okay.
So a lot of these women are being brought up in that sense to where get it how you can get it.
Right.
Not work hard
be,
for it.
Don't be with no man if he ain't
If
gonna
he ain't
take
gonna,
care of
yeah,
you.
exactly. That's the
They
narrative.
didn't say don't
Husband.
get married.
Yes,
or
yes,
husband. They
yes.
said don't be with no
Right.
man that ain't gonna take care of you.
Right.
Interesting.
That's where that comes. That's why
Yeah.
the divorce rate is so high, and the marriage.
I mean, that's not- that's one
That's
reason.
one
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah,
That
yes,
is
yes,
one
yes,
reason.
Yeah.
yes.
And-
Wow.
But that is the majority of the reason, and the other reason is simply because dudes see it as it's so easy.
Yeah.
Why would I want to be just tied down to one woman like that?
Right.
Because this is what I guess my take on that, and I don't know, maybe you guys can let me know if it's different, but if that's the case, meaning, well, why would I want to be tied down? Do you think it's because that person hasn't found value? Because if you find something valuable, you do
You
want
hold
to tie
on
that
to it.
down.
Right,
I'm
correct.
just saying.
I would say majority of them, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Or you could just be a mad dasher, like certain people.
Well, but if you haven't found value,
The
in
value,
that,
you got it. I
there is
mean,
no
a
value.
diamond is a
Yeah.
diamond is a diamond.
Yeah.
You can't,
Men are territorial.
Sometimes they'll show you your true colors about 2 or 3 weeks into it, and you're like, all right, well, man, I got what I was looking for, so maybe it's just time to go ahead and move on.
2 or 3 weeks into what?
Whatever y'all got going on.
2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah, they show you quick now these days.
Oh, real quick.
They show you real
What?
quick. Sometimes they'll show you on the first night. You'll be like, all right,
Really?
well,
That wasn't valuable. Let me
Man.
move on.
yeah. Well, we got you ladies here, and we have a very special game that we play that we would like to play with you ladies. It's just
Y'all gonna love
Are you about
this.
to do it?
yeah.
We about to do it?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yes.
it's a dream. It's a dreamer situation. It's not. I mean, you can. I know some of them might be light skinned and eyes. Just if it was your birthday, would you do it?
So theoretically speaking.
Yeah, it's called the birthday smash, where we ask you. We take all the celebrities.
Dang, are we that manly?
clearly are.
Welcome to the BSB.
We will.
Best
Well,
business.
I will
Let's go.
answer. Is Reggie Bush on the list?
We don't know. We don't know. I haven't
We'll
looked
find
at
out.
it.
We'll
Okay.
find out.
You
But
gonna
the
pull
thing
up,
is,
it's only whose birthdays are on
Oh, birthday.
within what the last week?
No, this whole week.
The whole week, yeah, the whole week.
But I'll explain to you when we do it. So let's take a break. When we come back, the birthday smash makes its return. I know Tobias happy.
Wow.
It's a
Same
favorite
thing I
game.
said,
It's
dude.
been like years.
Yeah, right here next on